Good morning, everyone, and thanks everybody for coming and joining us here at the groundbreaking ceremony for SUR North America. And it's of course a pleasure and an honor for us to be here, keeping growing and investing again in this site with such an historic importance. So we're very happy to be here and keep on growing together with doing our part in growing with the community. But first, please let me welcome Mayor Thomas J. Broderick Jr., the mayor of the city of Anderson. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Lorenzo. Very proud to be here today. This is another exciting day for the city of Anderson. I would like to thank Lorenzo and the rest of the folks associated with SUR, which of course is a wholly owned subsidiary of Surmax, which we have here behind us, and President and CEO Massimo Pavan, who cannot be here today, but he is elsewhere around the world doing a lot of great things. We certainly appreciate Maximo and his family for all they've done here in our community. It was several years ago when Surmax was wanting to become what was considered an international company. They already had businesses throughout the world, but they wanted to have a presence here in the United States. And so we're so proud that they chose Anderson, Indiana, and we're proud over the last few years that we've been able to work with them to help them not only to assist them in the growing of the business that they have behind them, but also to assist them with respect to possible expansions that they've been working on for, again, a number of years. The particular business prospect that we have going on behind us now, where the ground is presently being moved, we're going to have our official groundbreaking here in a few moments, was a spinoff and an idea of Maximo based upon some needs that he saw that were coming around. As you know, these folks deal with in plastics, and Massimo understood the importance of the excess plastics that we have right now in the world, which are becoming environmental concerns, and he wanted to make sure that we had opportunities to clean up those environmental issues and at the same time be able to repurpose these plastic items for future use and put it back into the stream of commerce in a safe and effective and environmental way. And so we were proud again that they reached out to the folks of Anderson and selected this particular site. As you know, this site, a former brownfield site, which was the home of Guide Lamp Division of General Motors, later Guide Division of General Motors, was an area that was not left in the greatest shape, but through efforts of this company and also efforts of the folks with Racer Trust, we've been able to repurpose this property and make it viable once again. And we're so proud of what Surmax has done with the facility behind us, and they're looking down the road as they continue to expand their facilities there and their lines for production there of future expansions of that building as well. But behind us today, this footprint that you're going to see is going to be very near the size of the footprint that's behind us here, around 125,000 or so square feet, which we're excited about, and we're excited to watch these guys continue. I can tell you, having visited their plant in Italy, that these folks are first class. They're very energized. They care a great deal about the communities they're in, and we look forward to their continued expansion. I'd also like to thank the folks that are here from the state, particularly the IEDC, for being here. They, along with our economic development folks, work to help make this all possible. I'd also like to thank Terry Austin, our state representative, who is here. I'd like to thank our economic development folks, led by Greg Winkler and his team, that are here as well. And I'd like to thank the folks with the Anderson Redevelopment Commission. Kevin Schultz is here, also with Congressman Brooks' office as well. He's associated. And also Dick Sims and David Ikes also with that commission. These folks all working together have made this a possibility. I'd like to thank all the department heads that are here, and Anna Marie Bauer, the attorney for redevelopment, I see is here. Thank you, Anna Marie, for being here. I'd like to thank the rest of the folks, as well as folks from Chamber of Commerce that are always here with us, and we appreciate, again, your support of the community. So with that said, let me bring back Lorenzo, who can explain a little bit more about what's going to be happening here in the future and what this all means not only to our community, but also what it means to the world. Lorenzo?
So just to expand a little bit, thank you very much for the introduction, Mayor. And the facility that is about to be built here behind me will be a plastic recycling facility where we will be processing mainly both post-consumer and post-industrial material. This facility will also work in total synergy with Sirmax, so with the plant that has been operating since 2016, and this need came mainly started from our customers of Sirmax, so in the appliance sector, in the automotive sector, and in all other sectors, where they started needing and discussing with us to introduce in the material that we're already selling to them some recycled content in order to improve their approach to sustainability and also to face the challenges that we read every day in the newspaper and we hear every day on the TV. For us, we've thought that the only way to really work with them in developing new innovative products and also keeping a certifiable and traceable material in the recycling and in the circular economy, the only way to really certify this was to do it ourselves in order to be able to fully control the chain, the supply chain, and introduce us in the best possible way to produce materials that are still technological, like what we are doing today, but at the same time will also bring additional sustainability. So we have invested in the circular economy since the beginning of this year. We have acquired a company in Italy, which is called SIR. So this is why the new company here will be a wholly owned subsidiary of Sirmax North America, but it will be under the name of SIR, spelled S-E-R, North America, as well as other acquisitions that we did in Italy in the bioplastics segment. In any case, the facility that that we have already started building will be ready in summer next year, so between July and August. It will be designed the process will be designed to be expanded in the most flexible way to respond to a very diverse and developing supply chain. We have to consider that there is still a lot of work to do in the infrastructure behind this. So in the collection, in the sorting, in the way that all the post-consumer material is collected. There's already a lot of work in many states, and we know that also the state of Indiana is starting to look into this. So we think that we are in the right place and at the right time to be at the forefront of these new developments. Production capacity at the beginning will be around 25 million pounds for the production of recycled polypropylene and polyethylene. It can be readily expanded to 50 million, kind of following the same expansion process that we have already done last year in Sirmax, and that in Sirmax we are already forecasting for next year with the installation of an additional line. But similarly to what is the master plan for Sirmax, also for SIR, we are expecting to expand pretty soon the building in order to host even more lines and increase our capacity even beyond the 50 million pound mark. In our vision, kind of looking in the medium long term, this is just the second step in our strategy to make this, we can call it campus, our headquarters for North American operation, in line with the strategy of Sirmax, which is to be multi-region and multi-product. As many of you know, we are present in many regions. We have 13 plants all over the world between Europe, South America, North America, and Asia. And the plan for North America is to keep Anderson as the hub, as our headquarters, to start bringing also all the other products and all the other product line that we are already producing in Europe. So kind of the vision is to keep on expanding in the current Sirmax building by hosting also the production of the TPEs, which are the basically soft plastic elastomers, is to keep on expanding further on this side, not just with SER, so with the circular product, with recycled polypropylene and polyethylene, but also the land that we have acquired from Racer Trust goes a little bit beyond of the building that is just going to be right behind me. And we have already planned for that area to be dedicated also to an additional building that will host our production of engineering plastic. So basically bringing all the product line that we are providing to our customers in Europe and in Asia and bring them here. And we wanted Anderson to be exactly where we are going to develop and to grow. As I said, the production will be kind of split between the material that will be synergistically going to Sirmax, and from Sirmax we will have the scraps going to the industrial scraps of Sirmax will go to SER to be reprocessed. So we will kind of create this synergy and this loop to basically become a zero waste facility. So nothing will have to go out, nothing going to a scrapyard or anything, but we will close this loop while the other half of the material that we will produce will be dedicated to customers that are using reprocessed material. And we are very lucky to have also one potential customer with whom we already have a relationship in Europe, and I thank them for being present here today at Keter, the former HDP. So we are in a pretty good position to keep on growing together and with the community. So kind of speaking of the community and of Anderson, this would have never been possible without the help and the support of both the city and the state of Indiana. So with the state of Indiana, I'm happy to have Jessica here, that has been helping us in the whole process for discussing this. And with the city, I really want to thank everyone, but mainly the mayor, Greg, and David, and the whole team that really helped us to speed through this whole process in order to enable us to break ground before the winter came. So we made it, and I think that if the weather holds for just another week or so, we will be good. But in any case, I really want to thank everyone in the city that really made this. And but I want to stress that the reason why we wanted to invest again in Anderson was not just because of the work that the mayor and his team has done in the last year to attract new business, but really they have attracted the new business not just in the last year, but with everything that they have been constantly doing in the last 4 years. They really have proved that in Indiana, and especially in Anderson, is a good place to do business. We were able to experience this with our hands in these 4 years with Sirmax by being able to grow and have all the support that we needed. And once again, they were able to do this also with SER and with creating new jobs. Actually, they did such a good job that we got to the point where they created even too many jobs. So it was nearly hard to find people. But also with their help and with the help of Purdue, we were happy to be part of a program that when the jobs became too many, then we had to help people accessing the job market again. So I can say that today, by creating new jobs, I'm happy to say that I'm happy to make your life even harder by creating even more jobs. And I mean, we will also here at SER, we will use the same approach that we had in Cermax and in all of our plants. So to have state-of-the-art technology, to be a capital-intensive company, so with highly automatized systems, also focusing our development in the training of people. We never looked for a workforce that is already skilled, but we always looked for people that are talented and that are willing to learn and that are willing to go through our training process and eventually help them grow like what we've seen in the last year with all of our colleagues working with us at Cermax. So, I mean, just to close, I think that this has been a mutual growth process, and I hope that we continue where basically we were given the opportunity, we were able to grow thanks to the community, and I hope that on the other side, we help the community grow with us. So thank you again for this opportunity. Thank you everybody for coming. And with the help of Darla, which is going to direct us through the whole process, I would like to invite you to the groundbreaking part of the ceremony. And thank you once again.